So here's the team leader's view. I've signed in as the team leader that we selected, Princess Leia. And you can see as soon as she signs in, there's this alert that's saying, hey, we noticed you're a team leader. Would you like to manage your team? So you can click right over to this, and here is the team list. Okay, so as a team leader, because you're sort of on the ground and you have a much more inside info on the current status of your participants, you have some admin features available. You can manage the program status, so if you know someone's actively participating, you can go into their profile and mark them active. Likewise, if they're no longer participating or they declined, you can make those designations in here as a team leader. Also, if you know that you have a mentor who's signed up and assigned to your team and they need a background check, you can actually order their background check right here as well as the team leader. Of course, all of these things take coordination and communication with the affiliate database administrator, but you do have those options as the team leader as well. Another thing that you can do is manage attendance. So you can go in here and create a session. You can backdate it. So if if you had taken attendance outside of the database, say on a field trip, and you want to come in and mark it, you can go backdate it, give it a session name, even a location. And then you can go down and mark every individual with these different designations. Up here is a definition of the different engagement types. Present and excused will count as present. Um, and there is a attendance percentage that's going to be connected to each participant that you'll be able to see in their profile as well as on the attendance list, as well as on the main list. And that attendance percentage is going to be very useful for team leaders and administrators at the end of the program year when you need to determine the final program participation status. But if they have an excused absence, just so you know, that's actually going to count towards a successful attendance for that session. Absent means that they will not get credit for that participation, and that will factor into their overall attendance percentage. So if you have one excused session, which counts as present, and one absent session, your attendance percentage will calculate as 50%. And it'll keep adding to that equation as you go on. The only other attendance option is not applicable, and that's actually not going to count that session into the calculation. So in other words, we're still at 50% here, right? If I add present, now we have 2 out of 3 sessions attended, so that's going to be 66.6%, and so forth. Now, if I hit submit without selecting those a, a status for these following team members, it's going to default to not applicable. And again, that does not count towards the total percentage. So you can see that Anakin Skywalker, we had marked him uh, exempt or excused. He's got 100% attendance because he's 1 for 1, because that counts as present. Chewbacca, he's very reliable, as you know, from the Star Wars franchise. He was present 100%, and so forth. And as you add more sessions, they will appear on this list here. It's going to be ordered by the date you added, not necessarily when you input the attendance information. You can change it to sort from newest to oldest, oldest to newest, etc. You can sort by mentors or students. And so there's a lot of options available for you as a team leader in taking attendance.